Hey guys, welcome back to another Blue Reflection Sun video. I know it's been a while. I know I really haven't made much coverage in the game lately. I've just been terribly busy with just a lot of other projects that I have going on currently, as well as some IRL stuff with like work and whatnot, so I haven't had time to really put much effort into this. However, at the same time, there really hasn't been that much more information that I wanted to cover. Nothing too crazy that was like, we must see this right now, I have to get this out. So in the meantime, what we're going to be going over right now, there's some artwork that I want to take a look at and go over, as well as some more screenshots that have come out recently, and I want to go over those and my thoughts and feelings on those as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we get into that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well, as we're trying to grow our little family over here on YouTube, and we're super close to my first milestone of 100 subs. We have I think 6 left to go, something like that. So let's get over to that milestone as soon as possible. I'd really appreciate it. So all the girls have been revealed already, and we're able to see now what they look like in the Reflector form. So I wanted to kind of look at that and kind of compare each one to each other. So the first one we're going to start with is going to be Shiho, just because we've already seen her already and we already know what her outfit looks like. I'm a fan. I've always liked Shiho's outfit, even from Blue Reflection Second Light. I do love the comparison with the chains and the blue and the white. It looks really good on her, honestly. And I love that she has like a katana. It's kind of a katana, I think, for her weapon as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's a sword in general, who cares? But I really love Shiho's design. I really like it. And the crazy part is when we get to the other girls, there's definitely a theme here that Shiho's doesn't hit, and maybe it's for a good reason, I don't know, but we'll get into it once we get to the end. So the first new girl that we're looking at is going to be Yu Alessia Murasaki. I like this. She's really cute. She's like the blonde-headed girl who probably is like a foreign exchange student from like America or something. That's the vibe that she gives me anyway. But I really like her form here. She's got these really cool spiky wings. I want to say maybe dragon-esque is what it's really given. I think dragon tends to be the theme for a lot of the girls here, but some sort of animalistic vibe. But I really like her wings and what she has going on. It looks really cool. I wonder if she's going to play more of like a support role, or if she's going to be like a DPS kind of class or person as well. I would say that. I'm not 100% sure, but off the bat, she looks like she could probably be some sort of a supporter character, maybe even like a buffer of some kind. Next one we have here is going to be Miki Zhao, the leader of the girls, who we've already seen her before. We've seen this artwork, the same of her Reflector form, a million times. Looks phenomenal. She's got like the head of what I'm just going to assume this is all dragons. That's what I'm going to assume. The head of a dragon on her shoulder right there, and kind of like a spinal back to the back of it. You can't really see it, but it goes around her body. But I love it a lot. She's really cute. I like the difference. It's very much a complete difference from her regular girl form and then over to her Reflector form, just like complete opposites. All right, next we've got is Yukiko Takauka. I'm probably saying that wrong, probably butchering it. Don't come for me, it's fine. I get it. I like her design. She's really cute, real sweet. Yukiko reminds me of probably the shy girl of the group, who probably isn't as talkative and such like that. When you look at her design for her Reflector form, I feel like her form is more similar to whatever the little rabbit antler thing is on her shoulder. Maybe it's in reference to that animal, but in general, looking at her without the little rabbit on her shoulder, it kind of gives me like deer, kinda in a way. But looking at the ears, just from the antlers, but looking at the ears, you would probably think a little bit different. It matches whatever that animal is that's on her shoulder. I wonder if the animal has to do with anything when her fighting happens in battle. I wonder if it's like a summon or a pet or familiar of some kind, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. Now Yukiko definitely gives me like support character, not like some main DPS or anything like that. Maybe she's a healer or something. Maybe she's a buffer, who knows? Now, next one we've got here is really cute. Kana Hoshia. She looks really good. Definitely giving kitty girl. Love to see it. I like the design. The outfit is reminiscent for me of Kuroko. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Kokoro from Blue Reflection Second Light. The color scheme and just the black and then the red and black plaid on the skirt, that reminds me of her, but she's got a little tail in the back and little ears right there. But yeah, definitely giving kitty girl for sure, and I'm here for that. I think she's probably going to be like a really good DPS character. I'm really excited to see what she does in battle. Then we have Ayami Ikoma. She's really cute too. I love her, like just her base form without being Reflector, but Reflector form, the vibe, the theme for her seems to be very butterflies. You can obviously from the bottom of the skirt right there, you can see those there, and as well as the wings on her back. Definitely giving butterfly for sure. Her outfit is really cute too. I love the color palette for this. I think a lot of these girls, there's one half of the girls that kind of give off, at least from what I can tell from the designs, definitely looking like some girls are like background sub characters, or maybe like the main when it comes to fighting in battle. Maybe there's like a front line and a back line possibly, I don't know. But she looks like she might be like one of the back line characters to support the girls in the back. So next we have Nanaka Azumi. I love this. I love the two little wolves she's got on the side of her, right on the left and the right hand side. I guess they're made out of like bone material. I'm just assuming, obviously, right? But they're really, really cool. I can see her having just like the two of them just go at it in tandem and then just working together to just mess up some enemies and like really rough them up. Maybe she's more like the tamer, the support person, well, not support, but tamer who uses her familiars to support her and her allies. I wonder if she has like an actual weapon or the weapons are the two wolves and they just kind of go out and mess people up. And of course she's got some signature pink hair, which is very, very common in Blue Reflection between like Hinako, Hiyori, now her. I think Kuroko has pink hair as well too. So no, Kokoro has pink hair as well too in the game. So, you know, pink hair is very, very common, but it looks really good on her. I love the two little pigtails. I'm here for it. But yeah, definitely the wolf's vibe for her. I love it. I really love it a lot. Lastly here, might be one of my favorites, is Kirara Kuno. I love this. Definitely, obviously, dragon, lizard, whatever you want to call it, but it's definitely giving dragon, and it's like a full actual dragon on her back right here. I love this. She looks really, really cute, and it's cool because we never got to see her reflector form back in Blue Reflection Second Light, because she was just more just a support character on the side that did buffing and had a certain effect on the girls, but she never fought. So this makes me really, really happy to see that we get to see her in battle finally and see what she can actually do. I'm really here for that. The color scheme looks good. It looks really good on her. Like the green and yellow or green and gold, maybe you want to put it, a little the pink bow to kind of tie in everything. Looks so good. I'm really excited to try her out once the game drops to see what she can do. Also, keep in mind, this is all rough translations that I'm just doing online, so it's probably not accurate in the slightest, but bear with me, we're gonna go through it. This next one here, I'm a little confused on this top photo. The text really isn't giving me any information to kind of figure it out, besides the very first line about leading the weakest troops. I'm assuming it's just talking about you, the protagonist, are leading the girls, because that's what our job is, right? We're leading the girls into battle, and we're kind of like the commander. That's what I'm assuming. I think that's the gist of what that's saying there. Below that, the next talks about the battle. The battle, I'm really excited about. It's a confirmed standard turn-based system for combat. So you'll go through all the girls, and each one will have their turn, and then the enemies will have their turn in the combat. And of course, you can use all your skills and whatnot that are associated to each girl as well. Now, this next part here is just talking about strengthening and organization, which is basically going to be your tried and true enhanced system from any gacha game, enhancing the girls, their weapons, whatever they have, etc. on top of that, to just level them up and make them stronger. This is the part that I was curious about as far as what the actual gacha was going to be. I had a feeling already. The gacha seems to be some sort of memory fragment type of thing where you get these little cute little artwork character portraits, and they've got their own rarities. Probably the lowest is like maybe common or rare, and then goes all the way up to ultra rare, as we can see in the photo with Miki right there. So you probably attach those to the girls, and they each have their own stats and passives and all these things that they give to the girls in battle. Next, we have the home screen. We've seen this go around quite a bit. I'm excited for this. The home screen is nice. I like that it's the actual 3D models of all the girls and whatever background you probably have. I imagine we'll probably be able to hopefully get new backgrounds for that we can choose for ourselves, or as you progress the story, maybe the background changes as you go along. But it's nice that you can see some of the girls transformed and then other girls they're not. But we'll get into that in a second. I think the next one kind of goes a little more into it. But at the bottom here, you can see all the little menus, the home screen, the formation screen, the questing for the story system. There's a connect, it looks like, on the bottom, so it's probably some sort of bond feature, I imagine, or romance, whatever you want to call it, feature that most games have. The closer you get to the girls, you get more of their background story. Now, this next one here says Secret Base Literary Club. I'm assuming it's just that's our base of operations. We're the literary club. All the girls join in, and so, but really what we're doing is the whole saving the world thing, but technically we all belong to the literary club, and maybe this is where we do all of our planning and everything. Everything happens or starts here in the literary club room. Now this top part right here, it looks to be about limit breaking the girls. So from 1 all the way up to it looks about 5 stars for a limit break, and each limit break that you get, they seem to gain a new passive. As you can see right here, this one says the fire attribute of the character attack plus 15%. Once they hit 2 stars, their own attack goes up by 5%, and then so on and so forth. They get a different buff of some kind as they get higher. Looks like we're going to be able to enhance our weapons as well. Looks like those are going to get enhancements, leveling those up and probably getting more passives for those. Now this says we're going to have sub characters to place as well. Now this says we're going to have sub characters to place as well. So I wonder if you have your base formation of, like, let's say 3 or 4 girls, right, that are on the battlefield. I'm assuming each girl gets a sub girl, I'm assuming, to add in, and maybe that just gives you more parameters and more stats up for each individual character as well. Now, these is what I was talking about earlier. These right here seem to be what looks like called the plug card, but it's probably not actually that. These seem to be the skills. We'll get into some battle screens here in a second, but I've seen these go around a little bit. You plug in these, though. I think you plug in those world memories or memory fragment art pieces and plug them into each girl, and those have a skill set to each one of those. So you can really switch things up and have some variables to what how you want to run each girl, which then lets you pretty much kind of do whatever you want battle wise, or turn whatever girl you want into either DPS or like a support role, etc. So that's pretty cool. You can have some change up in strategy there, it looks like. As well as it looks like they're going to have an element attached to it. There's a green symbol here, I'm assuming is wind, for this one of Kana. So maybe that's how it's going to work out. Each girl will get like 2 or 3 different skills that you can attach to them. So the next one here looks to be the, I'm assuming, exchange, the connect system, because it's on the heart right there, right? The connecting system, the bond system, whatever you want to call it. What's very common in Blue Reflection, if you played any of the games, all the girls that you talk to, they have some sort of like bonding or character episodes, things like that. They normally, I think they were called dates in Blue Reflection Second Light. So you went on dates with the girls and went to go explore, and you saw different backgrounds and you get to know them better, all the things. Very much typical anime, very typical gacha game aspect of taking out your waifus and getting to know them better and getting closer to them. So I don't know if this is going to be the romance part of everything, so everyone can get their kicks from this, sure. And maybe this will be, but the thing is though, now that I'm looking at it, we're gonna be going on dates, right? Are we going as like dates as the commander? And that's how we're exploring everything, because looking at Blue Reflection Second Light, right, we had Ao took out all them girls on dates. She was out here running all of them and they each got closer to her as the main character. So I'm assuming us as the protagonist, this is us that they're talking to in these bottom 2 screenshots right here. So maybe we do get close to them. Maybe there is like a slight potential romancy type of vibe, but I don't imagine they would ever act on it, right? That's not that common. They don't ever do anything too crazy besides like crushing and blushing on you, the protagonist. So, you know, we'll see how that actually turns out. But this is what that looks to be. Is going to be the romance or bond system within the game. Looks like here we're going to have some sort of gifting or exchanging system with the girls. So maybe you can give them gifts to increase your bond, and maybe based off of that you get different cutscenes and whatnot. That's all it really says here, is about just giving them gifts and you get some kind of dialogue for doing it. This is really cool to see. This looks like we're going to get a skill tree for the girls. I'm really excited to see that. You can see there's different little nodes here that you probably need some sort of currency, like which is up here at the top, to unlock each of these little nodes here. To strengthen up the girls and get them more passive and stat buffs. So that's good. I'm glad to see each girl's gonna have having that. That's really nice to see. Next right here is called Lessons. I'm a little confused at this. I'm not 100% sure what it's trying to do. From what the text, mind you, it's a hard translation, but it says, girls to lesson, let me join you and break through the limits. For item pieces, let's get it. Cheer up the girls with it. So, I don't know. We'll have to really see. This is Lessons though, but I'm like, really? Oh, I wonder, okay, lessons might be like your resource grind. Maybe it's that, like where you send out your units to go on like deployment. Because there's a timer here, right? There's a timer here at the bottom that says like about what looks like 4 hours. Maybe that's what that is. You do send whatever girl out you want for however many hours, and they come back with something, with different items. Or maybe this is how you're gonna get items to do limit breaking. Could be that. So next here, we've got our battle screen here. I'm really excited for this. This is really nice. We can see everything going on. So looks like we're gonna have 4 girls in battle. That's good, that's fine. We have what I'm assuming is going to be the action order. So each girl takes a turn, as well as the enemies. You can see who's going next. So it is gonna be standard turn-based combat. Gonna have waves, so we're gonna have like first wave, second wave of enemies. Looks to be the attribute system here. Water, fire, wind, and maybe earth, I'm assuming. And then we've got the skills that are right here per girl. So we've got a main skill and then 2 sub skills, it looks like. And then a regular attack to gain back SP. So the SP, I'm assuming, is going to be used for doing your skills. And then there's an assist button. So I wonder if we're going to have like one character that we put on the side to be an assist, and they come in, have a little cutscene, and do an attack. So that's really interesting. You can also see here that Kana is already transformed, but the other 3 girls aren't. So I wonder how that works out. I wonder if there's a system like in Blue Reflection Sunlight where you had to strengthen up the girls. Like they had a system called gear system, that as your gear level went up, the girls transformed after once it got to a certain amount. I wonder if it's like that, or do the girls come at a certain rarity? You get the base form without being a reflector form, and then when you get a higher rarity one of a girl, you get her in her reflector form. I wonder if that's how that's gonna work. This looks like to be one of the enemies that we're gonna be fighting. I'm assuming a boss monster, right? This is really cool, actually. Very alien-esque type of monster. I could see that. But looks really nice. This is one of the probably bosses we're gonna fight. I like that design. It looks really cool. I mean, it's very fitting. If you've seen anything in Blue Reflection, the enemies, this is very like that. This is very on brand. Now this next screenshot here, it says the power to survive. This is okay, so this is kind of confirming what I was talking about a minute ago. So here's your base screen stat for the girls, their levels, all their stats, etc. What skills you can add on to them. So yeah, it looks like the skills have some sort of, even the skills have a limit break, I'm assuming, because there's like 4 notches right there, 4 little red diamonds. Maybe you can level up your skills as well to make them stronger, and then you attach them to each girl, and that's how they have those. Then we have the sub character here, so I guess adding the sub characters is going to be your extra stats that you get. And then what I was saying earlier with the girls having different rarities, I think this kind of confirms it, right? So we have Meiki at a 3-star. She's already in her transformation already. There's this one of Yukiko. She's 2 stars, but she has a different outfit on. So I wonder if the 3-star Yukiko is her regular reflection form. And then we have Kana and, oh, I'm forgetting the name. Oh, I'm forgetting her name. I feel bad, but you can see, we can see her, but they're both in their regular form, but they're also 1-stars, as we can see here. So we might pull for characters too, also, as well as getting those memory fragments. So that's interesting to see. You have to get a higher rarity girl to get her in her form, as you can see between Meiki and Yukiko here. And the last screenshot here just kind of confirms the action order. The girls take turns, as well as the enemies, probably based on a speed stat, I imagine. And then, you know, there's the order right there down the line. The current girl you're on, whose turn is next, they're a little bit bigger than the next person, so that makes sense. And then the enemies here, labeled as like A or B. I'm excited for this because it looks like we're gonna get like flashy skills, so maybe like a finisher of some kind. I do want to see the cinematics for that. I think those are gonna be really, really good. And then the last thing here talks about what we were saying earlier, the elemental system for water, fire, wind, and then again, assuming earth. It doesn't really say 100%, but I imagine that's got to be earth. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you had fun going over the outfits and the new screenshots with me, as I did. This probably might be, until we get some more information about everything, the last Blue Reflection Sun video that I can make for the time being. The closed beta applications are over with. I believe they ended the day before Thanksgiving. So that's already taken care of. We won't find out the results. I think they said on the 30th of this month, so just here in like another 2 days, and we'll be able to see what goes on with that. I really, really hope based off if I get into the beta, then we'll have more coverage, we'll have more gameplay, maybe we'll do some live streams here on YouTube, I don't know. But if I get in, with that being said, if I don't get in, if there's anyone that has another account that they would love to give me, my DMs are open on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever. Let me know, and if you just want to be generous and give me something nice for Christmas for the early season, let me know. I would definitely love to be able to play and make more coverage on the game, so we can kind of see the gameplay and even some of the story aspects. Granted, it's all gonna be in Japanese, so there's that. But so I can keep on making more content for this game, because I'm really excited about it. So in the long run, what determines what I can and can't do has to do with the closed beta. If I don't get in the closed beta, I'm going to be very, very limited to what I can talk about, unless people post things online, then I'm going to have to react to that. But that's about all that I can do. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you so much. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like, comment on this video as well too. If you have any thoughts and opinions on the girls' outfits or the screenshots that we saw as well, let me know in the comments down below and we'll have a discussion. But that's it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.